Welcome back to Tales of Yavard. We are a Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is our first campaign, Lucy's Tale. I am Corey Griffin, and I am our MC. With me today, we have Jesse.
Hey, I'm Jesse. I play Zephyr, Windwalker.
Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Goraan Stormclaw.
Joey.
What's going on, guys? I'm playing Ussuri Makes.
And last but not least, we got Kobe.
Hey, it's Kobe, and I play Lesh Shihan.
On the last time of Tales of Yavard, the crew got into quite a situation. After looting through the bodies of Bert and his lackey, they heard some interesting noises coming from upstairs. Upon investigating, they found some cultists and a not-so-dead Bert doing some eerie things with a magic circle. You've seen a little bit of what they got up to. Stay tuned to find out how this ends up.
All right, guys, and we are just going to slide right back into combat, and it is what you guys have decided is Fake Bert's turn.
Debatably real Bert.
I didn't even think of it that way.
I feel like this one's being a lot harder to kill, which makes more sense for the
Actually, we just haven't attacked him that much.
I've done 14 damage to him.
He's bloodied.
He's just as squishy as he was before.
Gotcha. I didn't realize that was bloody.
We've been dealing with the circle and stuff.
Yeah, I punched a hole in the floor.
I apparently disassociated when you said that he was bloody.
He is going to look over at these flammable brambles.
No.
He's not gonna look at the satyr who's been talking all this shit.
Did we ever land on a ruling as whether they were flammable or not?
They're not flammable. We said they're not because it doesn't say they are.
That is true. That is true. He's gonna look at Ussuri and he's gonna say, "Step forward into the hole."
Oh, no. I hope that misses.
The 19 beat your willpower.
Willpower? Yes.
That is the second use of commandment.
What is this?
Okay, so it is a spell, and I will read the spell out. By issuing a command laced with divine power, you might force a creature to obey your directives. Make a magic attack against a creature's will. If you miss, you expended your AP as normal, but not expend your SP. If you hit, you can issue an order. That creature must obey to the best of its ability on its next turn. While the creature must follow your command, it is aware that it is being magically influenced.
So you wouldn't consider this being frightened then?
No.
Lame. Because I have ferocious, which says if an effect would cause you to become frightened, you may become determined and ferocious. And you ignore that effect and become immune to being frightened for a number of minutes equal to your berserker talents, +1.
Yeah, it is not frightened. And then he's going to end his turn.
One question. Does it look like Ussuri... Does it look like that spell was successfully cast on Ussuri?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck. Does a 10 hit your fortitude?
My fortitude?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
My fortitude is 20, bro.
Oh, man.
Is
I
the
hit
potion of
17.
fortitude still active?
And you would know that.
I know, but, like, this is the only chance I've got to grapple you, so you can't jump into the hole.
Now, say the command again, verbatim.
Step forward into the hole.
Okay. Forward is not into the hole. Well, okay.
Yeah, because The hole was...
I mean, to me, forward is towards him. Like, step forward is stepping towards him. Because technically speaking, would be facing him right now. I punched, or not punched, but I hit the cultist.
We'll go with the lower roll of these 2d20. Yeah. You're going into the hole.
Cool. Okay.
Do I do it? Oh, because I got to roll a 17. Luck point. It was one better. Fuck.
I wasn't sure. Okay.
Since Ussuri knows he's like commanded, would he be able to like try to step forward and grab onto the ledge? Like, is it how?
I'll give a strength or a dexterity check.
Does damage mess with the spell at all?
It does not say so.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that spends an AP to move.
Yes.
Okay.
You're moving 5 feet, right?
Yes.
You take 4 points of damage moving through the brambles.
Are there technically brambles that I move through?
Yeah, because they're all around you right now. And then you step forward 5 feet.
Okay.
But I'll take the check to try and grab onto the ledge. Because as soon as you stepped, it ends.
Does an 18 do it?
Yeah. As the spell breaks, you catch the edge. It would just be another AP to stand up.
Do I just end up right back to where I was?
Yep. And we're just going to leave the 1d4 for...
So, as I drop through the hole, catch on, and crawl back up, I still have 3 AP left. So actually, what I'm gonna do... So the guy in front of me is grappled, so I can shove him, right?
Yeah.
Well, all 3 of them are grappled.
Right.
But the guy in front of you is bloodied.
If I drag him through the brambles, does he take the D4?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend 2 AP to try and shove him. It's just straight strength, right?
Yeah. It's a strength attack. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think a 7's gonna do it.
It's not going to, sadly.
That's lame.
At that, Les would yell out, "My friend, you are stronger than that. That was pitiful. Do it again." And give you 1 extra AP.
I mean, I kind of want to just save the AP, but if you say do it again, I'll do it
He's
again.
literally calling you out. Like, that is pitiful.
All right, so this is now got some Lesh magic on it. So does a crit do it?
Fuck yeah, it does.
In the hole.
Are you throwing the body in the hole?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna throw the body in the hole.
He takes 2 damage.
He falls through the hole.
Do I hear a satisfying?
Yeah, you hear a super crunchy thud.
Hell yeah.
That was more like it, my friend.
Yes, thank you for that. And he's gonna just fucking dust his paws off, and then get ready for the next guy.
All right, you want to make that luck check for me, Goraan, against the 2 that are still there?
Jesus, man. Roll20 hates me tonight.
It's been a rough night for you, my friend.
Goran's not doing great. He doesn't feel good. Oh, but I get a spell point.
So the one that's next to Ussuri will smack him. Or attempt to smack him, apparently missing. And then move out of the brambles.
Okay. That's what, 10 feet?
Yeah, it is going to be 10 feet.
8 damage. Maximum.
Hey!
He is bloody.
Yes! He tripped and fell a couple times on
Once
his way
again.
out of there.
Bramble's coming in clutch.
And then the other one is also going to move, so it'll be 5 feet. So he takes a step back and then runs around the outside of the brambles.
Okay.
He takes the damage and then does that. That is going to be...
A 2 on me.
Yeah, then there's 2 on you. Thank you.
Yep. Gotta be honest.
1, 2, 6, and 6 to hit Goraan.
Nope.
And then one of them is going to step forward, kind of threatening Lesh and Zephyr.
Come at me, brother.
And then it's going to be Zephyr's turn.
I think we all know what I'm about now that I've got them spell points. So I am going to use Feast for Crows, Duelist Delight, not the crit version of it, so we're just going to have to hope it hits. I have 6 AP though, so I'm going to use Instinctive Attack first on myself.
Okay, that'll cancel out your TD. We're making a ranged attack within 5 feet of an enemy.
So overall get a +1 for that then, because it's a +2.
Oh, I'll drop Brambles, by the way.
Come on, good roll. Don't waste the SP this
But
time.
I could have dragged the guy back into it.
That's a 15 versus the reflex of all of them.
The 15 is going to hit everyone.
So it's so Negabert and 2 of the other guys. So damage. 10 damage.
You kill this one, the one right next to Goraan,
Sweet.
and the other priest
Because the Brambles.
because of the brambles. And Bert does not look good.
Bert does not look good. Okay. 1 AP for that, 4 AP for that, so 5 AP. So I've got 1 left. I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm going to re-up Smudge's Ward.
Okay. Goraan.
There it is. My turn.
Balance.
I am currently balanced out. Yeah, because Brambles brought me up to 4 light, and then 2 Withering Grasps brought me up to 4 dark.
My boy, yinging and yanging.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Turn it up. Yep.
I mean, I wouldn't meta game like that.
Yeah.
I believe I only have 4 because I used 2 Withering Grasps, and I only had 4 last turn.
Yep.
So, what am I gonna do? So that guy's right up in my face, and I don't appreciate that. So if I were to use Ensnaring Root, would that be at TD? Because this guy's there?
Yes.
What, a -1?
Yes.
Are we also adding bloodied to ourselves?
If you're bloodied, you should, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to... Oh, right. You know what? No, I'm going to use Briar Whip. And because of certain choices I made, Briar Whip is an abrasive chant. So I have tactical advantage on Briar Whip, which cancels out the tactical disadvantage.
Nice.
And I'm going to Briar Whip Negabert.
Okay.
I'm going to hope it hits. Does a 10 hit his AR? No, it doesn't.
This is primal.
Yes.
Oh. Oh no.
It's got dark power, but it is a primal spell.
It will. Okay, because they are.
Okay.
Oh yes.
I'm
He
concerned.
He takes 3 sharp damage and is pulled 10 feet closer to me.
I'm concerned.
Okay.
It's
So
fine.
his range.
Now everyone's within his range too.
I'm concerned.
Oh god.
I'm
God.
I
very
was really hoping it would
concerned.
drop him. I was really hoping I'd roll better on the damage, but that was the best thing I could think to do.
That's okay.
It almost came in clutch for an accidental death.
I rolled a 3 on the d8, and I don't think I have anything else I can do.
It's okay. Lesh can figure out how to do 1 damage.
You're expecting a lot from my boy.
You can figure out how to do 1 damage.
It's time for that ram to come in clutch.
Does that go off on now? Do we have to worry about that, or has it not gone off yet?
Oh, his 5-foot AoE doesn't go off till the end of his turn.
Alright, I'm going to save my last AP.
Sorry. Please go ahead, Goraan.
So yeah, I'll pull him closer, and I will look him in his stupid black eyes. And Goraan, I imagine, still, again, towering over this, ostensibly human man, looking down into his eyes, will say, "Whatever dark plans you had end here and now."
Kill this corpse. Make my life easier.
I do not believe life is a term that fits whatever you are.
Lesh, you're up.
Lesh looks around, sees everybody drop in, sees the prior whip smack him.
Just, why'd you bring him over here?
Lesh is gonna kind of quietly say to himself, "Don't fuck this up. You got this. Lesh. Don't fuck this up." And he's gonna clarify himself against Negabert. He is going to cast his own Briar Whip. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Lesh
Hell
with his
yeah.
first fucking kill.
As Lesh's Briar Whip shoots out and wraps around the throat of this being, and then you pull it back, the entire head separates. The red color that used to be in this being instantly vanishes. The black eyes fade to a pale color, the pale color of death. Also, this no longer looks like burnt. As you're looking at it and examining it, there's no blood. There's just clay and mud. Next. And as you all would look at the rest of the combatives, their eyes are no longer black. And they're like, "Oh, what's going on? God, why do I hurt?"
Yeah.
Les would look at the clay, and I think there's a little bit of frustration. He's like, "My first fucking kill in this group, and it's a clay thing. What the fuck?"
It's his first kill. It's not even real.
Bullshit.
Unless you guys are going to attempt to kill these priests.
Yeah, no. Les would look up. His story has ended here. If you would like yours to be the same fate, I would stay. But if not, get moving.
All right, if bye. And they will take off. They do not want the fucking smoke.
Les is riffling through the clay. He's like, "There better be something in this fucking pile."
So there's some really interesting in it. As you're going through the clay, you find a small hand sight.
Hell yeah.
First.
Dibs.
I will take a history check. Unless someone thinks they actually know what this is before I tell them.
Les like he gets really quiet. Like you hear him be like frustrated, like digging through the pile, and then like he's just you hear like silence, and it's like almost like too quiet. Like Les has never been this quiet for this long the whole time you've known him, and then like you look at him, it's just like silent tears. He's like, it's the safe. Like he's freaking out and is just like amazed at the scythe in his hand right now. It's like on his knees.
I'll get with you offline about what mechanically is going on with that site. Ussuri. You feel a strange sense of comfort, almost like pressing against your mind.
Okay. Is it something familiar?
No, this is an outside, not a force that you are used to. It's not like this is you're feeling comfortable. It's like there's something else that feels comfortable that seems to be almost like linking with you, that is making you feel more comfortable.
The calm at the end of the battle is comforting. As he looks down the hole at the body that he threw down there. It's just one.
All right. Now we can return to the ship.
Can I look at the altar stand real quick before we leave?
Yeah, you find some papers, some very sexist writing.
Les is going to like open up his book and just kind of put the papers in the back, and though the story is vile and corrupt, all stories must be preserved, and I shall tell his tale as a tale of caution to others.
Yes, perhaps a warning beforehand or something.
Oh, definitely. No, advisory, explicit advisory on top of that one, for sure. And he, like, spits over at the clay pile.
Unless, I don't know, there's some kind of, like, living quarters somewhere we can rifle through, maybe?
There are doors to either side of this church that you guys could continue down. You guys are still carrying the bodies of the dwarf and Bert.
Yeah, sort of dropped him at the top of the stairs.
I mean, I'm good to take a look around for a bit, but I'm not going to go in depth with it.
This group and wine to stay in our battle zones while we're all almost dead.
No,
Like-
Goraan said, okay, we can go now. He's good.
I am in much need of some sleep.
Yes, I believe we could all use a rest.
Yes, enough to plenty.
I don't disagree.
All right, so I take it you guys are just getting out of there at this point?
Yeah, and plus, the more I think about it, I mean, it is still a church.
It's also like 2 a.m.
It is also like good.
I don't need to
Yeah, we
be
just made a
raiding
bunch
the
of noise.
offering plate.
Does Jastakar live where his shop is? Okay. So he's muted because of trains for everybody who's listening. So he gave us a nod. I would say that since we're carrying the two bodies, we should probably stop at Jastakar's on the way back to dump the bodies there. And we can wake him up. I have no qualms waking this man up.
Get that out of the way early.
But I'd rather not take dead bodies onto the boat first, then to take them.
So we're carrying around 10,000 silver. I'd very much like to get that out of the way quickly.
Oh yeah.
Right, well, if you do not need my help, I will return to the ship. And make sure that everything is still secured regarding our friend.
Yes, I shall be joining you with that regard, Goraan.
Leaving the two morally ambiguous people to collecting the bounty again.
It worked last time.
Les still does not know what happened last time.
I still tell people about that outside of the podcast. I tell people how I murdered an NPC because I didn't want to know what he knew.
But yeah, Goraan will go ahead back towards the ship with Lesh.
Okay.
Make sure everything's still secure. And then probably just sort of post up at the door so that when she wakes up normal, I can just let her out immediately instead of her having to wait for probably several hours.
Right. Because, y'all have only been awake for like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's not been that long, and she's going to be reverted probably before we're done resting. So I'll sleep in front of the door, get her out, and then go lay down in my room after.
You guys, Ussuri and Zephyr, you guys come to Jastikar's Keep. Ussuri and Zephyr, you guys make your way to Jastikar's Keep. As you look about, you do take notice that off to the right of the doorway, there are like steps that lead to a higher floor. And it is very easy to think that that is probably where he himself lives.
I'll go knock on the door. I figure Ussuri's holding the body, so
Hello, my friends.
hello, Jessica. Sorry to disturb you at this late hour, but we wanted to get this handled quickly.
What is it I can do for you?
Ussuri holds the body of Bird up.
We handled Bert.
I'll be downstairs in a minute.
You got it!
And then he would close the door.
Yeah.
Holds him up like an 80s boombox from a romance comedy.
And after a few moments, Bert comes back outside and goes down the
Yes,
stairs, unlocks that door. He's just like, bring the body in.
Bodies. There's bodies.
There's only one Bert.
Well,
He had associates.
Of course he did.
so we have Bert and his dwarven companion, minion, whatever you want to call him.
I mean, I'm only paying out for Bert.
Well, we decided to bring him along just in case. There's also the mage that he had too, but we don't have that body. I'm not actually sure where that one's at.
What?
Don't I?
Okay. No,
Yeah.
no. Oh, don't answer the question. You watch him walk into the back room, which has always been here, but he's always greeted you at the counter. The doors to the back room's on the other side of the counter, and he comes out with a large chest, and he puts it down on the counter, and he's like, "Oh, 10,000 silver pieces. You'll put the body in the chair there," and you look over, and it's the same chair that you guys killed Jack in.
Some brain matter on it.
I
Brown
will.
stain on the stone.
I will. In the morning, I will bring in the people, the right people, to take care of the bodies.
As always,
Use-
it's a pleasure.
Ussuri would go and put Bert's deceased body in the chair.
All right. So if you will take your silver, I very much appreciate his removal.
More than you could actually understand.
He gets a very cold look in his eyes as he says, "This man has done more damage than most people will ever know. He has hurt me in ways that I will never forgive him for."
Ussuri just nods once.
Now, I need at least 4 more hours of sleep for me to have any energy in the morning. Can we go?
Yes, I believe we are done.
So he will lead you outside of the room and locks the door up behind him. You all have your chest of silver. And he's like, "Any other business that you have, we could deal with it on the morrow."
Sounds good. We'll probably come see you tomorrow.
All right. I look forward to it.
Have a good night, Jessica.
You as well. You all look very fucked up. As he starts walking up the stairs and then goes back into his room upstairs.
And then I mean, I'll head to the boat. Because again, we're carrying 10,000 SC.
Literally, now it's 10,000 silver coins. All right. Lesh.
Once Les got back to the boat, he kind of is sat at the table for a little bit with the pastry in his hand and the feather writing in the book, and the scythe in front of him on the table as he's like studying it and kind of just like murmuring the stories of like the adventurer who used the scythe to himself as he's like looking at it. And then after a minute, he's getting tired, and he grabs the scythe and is napping in his bed with him like cuddling up with the scythe as he goes to bed.
This scythe will cost you 50 essence.
Hey,
It's the only magic thing I got on me, so
You also have the bottomless bag.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot I even had that thing. What is that? How much did that one cost me again?
15.
Hmm.
Goraan is hanging out and resting in the
hallway, yeah.
Ussuri and Zephyr. You guys make it back without any problems. What are you guys going to do? Are you guys also just need sleep, feel like death?
I would make sure that we get the chest into the command room. I feel like that's going to kind of be our treasury.
I mean, right now Gregory is the treasury.
That's fair. Well, a bit, yeah. I'll get it to the same place as the other movie.
Okay.
Keep all of that in a central place, and then just straight to monk time.
Ussuri, what are you doing?
Probably just gonna go back to my room, just check on the kiddos, see how they're sleeping.
Yep, they're snoozing away. It is 2 o'clock in the morning. This is the first real bed they've slept in years.
He probably just kind of sits down on the edge of the bed, just kind of breathes a sigh of relief, watching over them. You know, that they're like he's done before. He's helped children out of a precarious situation. So I think he's also gonna like kick his boots off. He's gonna lean the anchor up next to the bed, next to him as well, and just kind of sit there for a minute and contemplate, the events that just happened, what they could have prevented, the lives that he and the crew could have saved, and just kind of has, an internal moment.
Okay. And then are you resting?
If we're allowed to rest again, then yes.
Ussuri and Les, you both are racked with a very strange dream. You are fighting alongside people that you do not recognize. But you do. You see, someone, you see a mage, you see that is using a scepter. You see another bear folk, but it's not Ussuri using an anchor. Les, you see that. Ussuri, you see this dragon folk that is spinning this death scythe around, just obliterating people. Or they're not really people. They're very much like what you had seen before, except when you slam into these ones, they don't turn into clay. They are flesh and they are blood, but something, you are racked with these depictions of things long past. And it is probably about 4 hours, Goraan, before you awaken to a couple solid knock, knock, knock. Please tell me you all aren't just going to leave me in here continually.
One moment, I'm awake. And I'll start moving the stuff, get everything, the bed frame down, and dresser out, and all that stuff.
I'm going to need some kind of check for all of these nails.
Cool. Can I make a sheltering check?
I'll take sheltering.
Sweet. How's a 30?
There we go.
It takes you a very long time to get through all of these nails.
Right, because we get up to like 48 or something.
You had it up to 46. Or 42.
46? I think it was 42.
I think it was 42.
But, like I said, it does take some time, but you will eventually get all the nails out of that dresser and move that away. And she will open the door and she'll be like, that was much. Wait, what happened to you?
Oh, completely unrelated. Everything was fine with this whole thing. We killed Bert, and then again, but different. And probably stopped a demon from being summoned, so that's a bonus.
I was only down for a day. What did you all get into? Okay. I am very...
I mean, if she's legitimately asking, he'll explain everything that happened.
Okay. No, she would listen to it.
Lesh destroyed the... I'm not sure, to be honest. Puppet?
Doll?
Yeah, yes, a doll, a puppet, whatever. Anchor for this thing to enact its will upon the world here. And it seemed to resolve the last vestiges of whatever they were planning, at least here. Part of me is worried that other plans are afoot elsewhere, but there's something to deal with later.
Interesting. I'm starving.
Oh,
I'm going to go eat something.
Absolutely. Yes, enjoy your meal.
Go get some rest. And, Goraan? Thank you.
Of course. We have a plan in place to make things easier all around for the next time. So it won't take as long to get out, and it won't be quite so messy.
What do you mean by messy?
It'll point to the hole in the door. Like that. Nobody was hurt.
Yeah, I'm sure no one was hurt.
Nobody was hurt.
She just gives you this soft, like, nod before she takes off.
Yeah. He'll pat off into his room and hit the bed and is asleep. Thunk.
Goraan knocked the fuck out.
I had 4 hit points and like 7
Oh,
spell
yeah.
points left. I was done.
We can fix that, can't we?
The combined total of my hit points and spell points wasn't half of what you had.
I had 7 of 33 health left.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, even if you added my death points into that, it's still less than your total.
I accrued no death points.
One
The
hit
only
point,
reason-
2 spell points, and 3 death points.
The only reason I didn't take any death points is because I was not attacked successfully. 1 hit, I would have been at 0 for sure.
Yeah, the priests were not doing anything, which,
Yeah.
now I kind of feel bad for having killed some. But, 'cause they were
I
just possessed.
killed 2.
I don't think they were possessed. I think they were influenced.
Possessed influence.
They weren't in
The
control
premise-
of their own
Yeah,
actions.
the premise is that it wasn't them. They probably shouldn't have died. But I also kind of feel bad for putting a hole in the floor of the church, but at least it was for a good reason.
Yeah. I
Does
think
plywood exist in this world? Just put some plywood over the hole. It'll be fine.
put a cone over it.
I'm just kind of happy for how much work I put in on freaking Negabert.
There was a lot of work put into Megabird. So this is honestly like the perfect spot to go ahead and call this episode.
Thanks for listening to episode 22 of Tales of Yavard. We hope you enjoyed listening and would love it if you'd let us know. You can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok under Tales of Yavard Podcast. You can also find links in our link tree under the episode description. And if you really enjoyed the episode, give us a rating on whatever podcatcher you use. Tell your friends and spread the word.